Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm gonna prepare the envelope and make a letter for my cousin. As you can see, this was not my first project of the day. I had actually just finished decorating an envelope and I started on the second one. So I'm trying to get a nice background image for this envelope. As I mentioned before, it's quite intimidating to work with a completely blank envelope, so it feels really comfortable to just have something on the background. And while you see me searching for different elements, I can say that this video is quite up to schedule. We've gone through most of the videos I've recorded through the last 1 to 2 years. This one and the next video were recorded in the last month. So yay, we're up to date. I have actually sent this letter out last week, and the next one I'm just waiting for confirmation of the address, since it's been like half a year since I've received my Penpal letter and I really want to double check that her address is still the same. So here you can see me using the back of a sticker sheet to just put different sticker elements, and I can see if I like how they work in this envelope without actually using them. All of these different elements were from the Botanist's Sticker Anthology book that I've shown a few videos ago. I can link that one in the description if you're interested in it. I still think that the stickers don't really stick that well, and you will see me later in the video actually applying extra glue to prevent them from coming off. Here I found some vellum paper that a Penpal sent to me, and I thought it would look quite nicely as a background. As you can see, I still have quite a lot of the scrap paper and different types of things, but I am getting really close to succumbing to the temptation and starting to buy new stationery. To be honest, it's been more than a year or maybe 2 since I've bought any big stationery supplies, and I'm not really sure what to do with the ones I have at the moment. So while I continue to decorate this envelope with the different elements that I've selected and finding some new ones, I can give you a small life update. Also the reason why some of these videos don't come up in their scheduled time and why there were some delays back in the beginning of the year. Me and my partner are currently expecting our first child. So this means that I will have these 2 to 3 months to try to record as many videos as I possibly can, edit them, and do this voiceover so that my channel that I've started less than a year ago doesn't die completely while I'm caring for this little baby. And this also brings me to part of the future, like what type of videos do I want to record, what type of things I want to show, and this question whether I should actually start buying new stationery or not. One of the type of videos I really enjoy watching, which is really not good for your mindset if you're trying not to spend money, but they're very relaxing, are obviously unboxing videos. I just love them, especially unboxing stationery. And there was one time, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, that I had a subscription box. It was a stationery subscription box called Paper Gang. At the time, I really enjoyed receiving these boxes, but after a while, you accumulate quite a lot of things that you're not using. In this case, the Paper Gang subscription box always sends a notebook and post-it notes, and I just don't really use them. And this is also one of my questions with going again for a subscription box. When I'm trying to clear away stationery from my current stash because I just cannot have it all inside this tiny house, what am I gonna do with the surplus of things that I won't really be able to use or that I don't really like? But still, of course, the idea of having something new to open every month is quite enticing. Who wouldn't want to receive a surprise gift in your mail with quite a lot of beautiful stationery, even if you're not really gonna use part of it? So I'm still wondering if it is time to restart a subscription box. And in this case, I'm looking at boxes like Your Creative Studio because I really enjoy the vintage theme. And I was thinking that I would have to start some type of process where I would unbox everything in a video, create something with it, and then the stationery that I would not use, or that it didn't fit my aesthetics, or if I didn't think I liked it, I would set it aside for possible giveaways or to just send to Penpals. So if you also know of other stationery boxes that would be interesting to try out, let me know. Please write something in the comments down below. I will be looking into this in the next few months. Another thing is that I currently have only 2 active pen pals, and this is totally my fault due to different issues and things going on in my life during the last 2 to 3 years that maybe one day I'll discuss here. It's been really hard for me to reply to my pen pals in a timely manner. And there was one particular year where it took me a long time to get back to all my pen pals. And since that time, only one of them has continuously replied to me, and all the others just stopped. I know that there's a few of my pen pals that just gave up this hobby, and it is totally okay for me if the others felt that there was no connection and just stopped. It could have happened that my letter has never reached them, and we just stopped communicating as well. Or, just like it happened to me, something might be going on in their lives and they just haven't come around to replying to their pen pal letters. These are all possibilities, of course, but I'm gonna try to find some new pen pals so that I can write more letters, and it will help me clear my paper stash. Another thought I had for this channel is to do a reading journal, not one with goals per month, but just as an in general reading journal. Because although I really like reading books, I go through several reading slumps, and I don't really want to feel the pressure to have X amount of books to read per month. I just want a place where I can make cutesy collages and then just write about the books that I read this week, last month, 2 years ago. I think it's gonna be fun. And I'm trying to consider other projects. I mentioned in a comment on my community here on YouTube that I would like to do a giveaway when we reach 100 subscribers. By the way, for you 57 of you that are currently subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. And I've recently been watching quite inspiring videos from different creators, both from the pen paling community as well as the junk journaling community. and I'm probably gonna try to recreate and make some of those projects. Probably some will go to this 100 subscribers giveaway. We'll see how it goes. And I think the final thing that I'm gonna try to do, and this is also probably when we reach the 100 subscribers, is that I will probably go ahead and spend the money and open a PO box. Because I just want to have a PO box address to send this giveaway. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe if any of you is interested in writing to that PO box, and I would send out an answer and a cutesy letter. Could be big, could be small, depends on the mood. These are some of the ideas that I currently have for the future of this channel, and as I mentioned, I'm gonna try to record and edit quite some videos within the next 1 to 2 months, just to prepare a batch of them to go on after the baby is born. If you have any thoughts or ideas for this channel, please let me know. Write in the comments what you would like to see me do. I do have other hobbies that come and go according to the season. I do a little bit of crocheting and knitting. I like stamp collecting. I have some videos just of me removing postage stamps from the back of the envelope paper, but I don't think that's very interesting to see, to be honest. But yeah, just let me know if you have any thoughts. In the meantime, if we go back to this project, I finished the envelope. I used all the papers that you saw me collect in the beginning. And then the girl and the sunflowers, they are from Muchi Pujo and one of her patron printables. Since the envelope was not that big, I really wanted to create a layered pocket, and I have these vintage flower pages, book pages, that I haven't been using for 2 years. I think I bought them maybe 2 to 3 years ago and I've never used them, so I thought it would be the perfect time to go ahead and make something with them. Although I don't really work with themes, lately I've been trying to keep my projects concise, at least in terms of colors. So since I had some sunflowers and yellow in the envelope, I also wanted to have some yellow components in the project itself. Once I selected, let's call it the background page, I needed to find other types of paper to create the pockets and having cute layering options. As you can see, I chose this Easter themed paper just because I really like the yellow in the back. So I'm gonna ignore this whole shiny pattern in the front. And I wanted to make it into a fun type of pocket, and I do have these scissors lying around, so I'm using one of them to create a little half moon pattern for the pocket itself. I think it's quite hard to cut with these ones. Maybe I just got a faulty set of scissors, but The more I cut with them, the more they start to disassemble themselves, and I also find it harder to cut in a straight line. Apparently, I'm not very good at that. As you can understand, this video was filmed in different days, different times. At this time point, I just accept that I'm a very slow crafter and creator. My attention span is very short for these types of projects. It's also why it takes me quite some time to make this voiceover for these videos or edit these videos, and why I am trying to post once every 2 weeks and not at a shorter interval. So how long does it take you to reply to your pen pals? I'm just curious, because some of the videos I see, they're very fast, like they've planned everything beforehand and all the stationery that they need is very close by, and they do these very cutesy and simple but still very stunningly beautiful projects, and I don't think I'm able to do that. For me, it can take days or weeks to come up with ideas, find the right papers and just lay them out, and my mind is always racing towards different things. Going back again to this project, I'm trying to find more papers to add to create this different cascade of pockets. And it is quite interesting, the feeling that I know I have a lot of different papers, but since I've looked at them all the time for these different projects and for my bullet journal, it just feels like there's nothing new, there's no novelty, and I'm not inspired by quite a lot of them. So that's also one of the things that is tilting me to go ahead and start purchasing some stationery or the stationery box. I'm also wondering if I should just put a bulk order in a stationery shop like Journal Say, because I've seen other creators unboxing stuff from there, and everything looks really cute and pretty. So I'm using an old envelope that I'm gonna try to decorate and have as a pocket. I'm a very big fan of these little windows in your projects, and I took advantage that I signed up to receive these free printables from Amy that I follow on Instagram. Her Instagram is Chapterie Art, and she has her own shop. And during the month of June, if you signed up or send her your email, she would send you a bunch of printable freebies every week. So I did that, and those are the things you're gonna see me use now. We start with this very nice flowery pattern that I cut to the shape of this pocket. I try to choose a nice area to cut so that you could see the flowers without it looking kind of wonky and weird, and then just outlined the pocket and cut it up. And then for the little window, I tried to use a knitting needle to apply some pressure and outline where I should cut on the paper, so I would not damage the window or anything else. And then I just tried to make those marks more evident. I thought about tracing it again with a knitting needle, but it turned out to be just easier to follow the line on the back with a normal pencil. And to cut it up, I just used a precision X-Acto knife. Of course, nothing I do is extremely professional or perfect, and after gluing I noticed that you could still see some of the white of the back of the envelope, and for that I decided to use some of the flower bouquets that were also a part of these printables to make a little bit of a flower arrangement on the side of the window. But before that, I'm just gonna use this double-sided tape to glue all the current pockets together. I don't really remember when I bought this tape. It's been lasting me for quite a long time. I'm not yet sure if I like it or not. It is quite sturdy, but it's really hard to remove this orange protection from the tape itself. And going back to normal ramblings of this channel, can I just say how much I admire those creators with a regular job outside of YouTube and making things or running their Etsy shops, and they have the energy and willpower to come home, or I don't know, maybe they also work from home and just do everything that needs to be done. I always struggled with these types of things, and I am currently struggling with that as well. So I work 9 hours a day, technically 8, but lunchtime is not accounted for in our working hours, so that means 8.5 to 9 hours of work time per day. I currently work from home, but it involves a lot of desk duties and mental workload and active thinking. And when the day is over and it's probably 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but then all I want to do is just sit in the sofa and rest, watch some NCIS, that's my to-go show at the moment, and do some knitting or some crochet, just empty my mind, work with my hands and not think about anything else. I don't really want to go to another computer to do other type of work. And this is also one of the things I'm struggling with in keeping up with this channel. It's the editing time and the time that takes me to do these voiceovers. This is really hard. But at the same time, I'm quite happy and proud about the outcome. I feel quite happy about what I've been posting online, and I always amaze myself that I could actually do this, that I could take this step and create this YouTube channel, record these videos during the last year or 2 years, and I'm still growing and evolving, and I just hope that, as people say, that it will get better with time and with practice. I know that there are a lot of creators out there that choose not to have voiceovers and put lovely music in the background and some subtitle descriptions of what's going on, and I also like those videos, but to be honest, my go-to relaxation times are the long chit-chat videos about stationery, life updates. I also really enjoy watching some vlogs from artists or creators who are trying to run their small businesses online, and I admire their ability to record all these moments and be able to piece them together into a lovely story time. Maybe one day I'll be able to do that, but for now I think I'll try to focus on just improving these types of videos. I know my filming setup is not the best, so eventually I will try to improve this. As I mentioned, our apartment is not that big. It's a 1-bedroom apartment, and all my craft things and my working desk are in what's supposed to be our closet, so there are no windows. Therefore, all the light in my videos is artificial, and I really want to improve the lighting setup. In a perfect world, we would be able to get a bigger apartment, but this is Sweden. It's really complicated, or it takes a really long time to be able to rent an apartment with a first-hand contract, which is more stable and secure long-term. That's what we currently have. We have been looking for 2-bedroom apartments or bigger for the last 2 years, I think. But here there is a queuing system, and each city has its own queue. And since we moved to the Stockholm area 2 years ago, that's when we signed up for the queue. And it's quite impossible, or very nearly impossible, to get an apartment in a reasonably okay area with only 2 years of waiting time. There have been people in this queue for longer than I have been alive, to be honest. So it is quite a complicated process. But we're still hopeful, and maybe one day we are able to have a bigger apartment where I can set up my desk by a window and actually film while there's daytime and natural light coming into the projects. But yeah, I just wanted to say to all the other creators how much I admire you, your strength and resilience in doing all of this, plus holding a, what would people call, a normal job, a non-creative job that gives you a salary at the end of the month. Anyway, as usual, I really wanted another pocket, so I printed out some more items that I've received during the month of June from the same artist and used one of them to create a small little pocket. And then it was just time to trim out the extra papers so it wouldn't look bad. And there we are, testing all the 3 pockets from this creation and gluing a little bit more of these loose parts. And for the final test, if this pocket really fits into the envelope that I'm planning to send. And yes, it does. It's always good to confirm. So after a little bit of cleaning up, and I wrote the letter off camera, of course, it's time to select and pack the goodies to send. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I felt the need to re-glue some of the stickers because, as you can see, they were quite loose, and I don't put this envelope inside another envelope. This is the envelope that I will send, so I really want to make sure that at least the label where you write the address won't come off. So these are all the extras that I'll be sending, a bunch of stickers from different things that I purchased and some stickers that I made myself. And these things go in the little pocket. That sticker sheet with the hydrangeas is one of my first sticker sheets and one of the successful ones in terms of doing the kiss cut on the cricut. And I'm also including some labels and some origami paper. I've decided to send the leftover Easter backing paper with some extra book pages in case she wanted to use it for something or just for her own creative projects. And I will be sending 2 small tags with washi tape samples. I'm pretty sure I've repeated these washi tapes. You will see the same ones in my videos over and over again because I don't constantly buy them and I really want to finish them before I buy new ones. I do love washi tapes, so if there's an item that I would be okay with purchasing during the year, it would be this. You can usually find them quite cheap and it kind of satisfies the need to have something new and fun while not occupying that much space in your room and not being super expensive. I try to send quite a big amount of washi tape. I usually wrap it around like 10 times. That's just an average count, and of course the larger the piece of paper that I'm using, the more washi tape that I'm sending. Anyway, we're reaching the end of this video. I really hope you've enjoyed this long, chatty video. Please let me know in the comments down below if you did. Again, if you know any stationery shop that I should try to buy from, I'm thinking to go for Journal Say soon. I'm also thinking to subscribe at least for 3 months to the Your Creative Studio subscription box. Let me know if you know any other boxes that would be interesting to try out. And I hope to see you next time. Bye!